Yo, what's up, dudes? It's your boy, Got a Smooth Man. We're back on Madden Ultimate Team 26, and today I'm going to be breaking down everything that I do when I boot the game up. Lately, it's been pretty busy, so I do apologize for kind of being MIA for a little bit, man, but this video is going to show you what I do when I log into the game and how I find ways to make coin and kind of brainstorm it. Of course, you guys have some probably pretty good coin making methods, and I'm curious what you guys do. Let me know in the comments below, but this is just my personal way of going into the game and doing what I do. We do have 7.1 million coin as a no money spent player, so hopefully this helps you guys out in some way. And of course, if it does, be sure to sub up, man. We're on the road to 1K subs. Also hit the thumbs up, comment coin down below, go join the Discord as well. Appreciate everyone who has joined the Discord, stuck with me, man. Again, it's been pretty busy lately, so I do apologize for being a little MIA, but we're gonna kind of get back into the groove. Still have a lot of things that I got to do outside of the gaming realm, but I'm gonna try to crank these out as much as possible for you dudes. So the first thing that I do when I boot up, I jump over here to the play tab, and this video is meant for you dudes that are like, what are the methods? How do I make coin? What is the best coin making method that I could be doing right now? And this is going to help you kind of learn what to look for when you do boot the game up. So the first thing is you can see it's going to show the most recent promotions. You can see we do have a Dan Marino 88 LTD now available from the Legends promotion. So we can tell and get an idea that these legend cards are going to be going like crazy. People are going to be ripping packs. They're going to be buying packs, and they're going to be going for Dan Marino LTD. Now, I don't really know demand for Dan Marino. I'm not sure how much Dan Marino is going for, which we can take a look at here, but that's just something to keep in mind as well, because these legends will more likely either go down or up depending on the legend that's released, but also depending how much these LTDs are going for. So you can kind of scroll through as well, just kind of take a look, but as I'm seeing here, Dan Marino is the one. Of course, when the Vic rolled out, everyone was going for Vic. I have kind of been out of the loop with everything, so not sure if Dan Marino's a high want or need from everyone, but that's just something to keep in mind. Also some game time stuff as well, but now that I kind of know what the most recent promotions were, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna jump into the marketplace, and first thing, we're jumping into the auction hub, and we're going into the auction house. I always want to check the prices just to see where everything's at, so I'll start off at 80s, I'll make my way up to 82 83s, I'll make my way up to 80 45s. You can see these are going for about 10K right now. Card flipping is always the best way for me to be consistent with coin. Of course, putting sets together is great as well, so you guys can come in here if they're going for 10K or maybe even 10.5, probably a little bit more, almost 11K. I would probably try to get these for around 7K if you could, and then you could put them up for 10.6. Basically, the lazy sell price is the cheapest price. Now you could of course go to newest and then filter down here by the conferences, and again, I'm looking forward, you can see right here they are lower than the 10K that was shown on the initial screen. So I'm looking for these probably around 7-ish K. This is just something that you guys can do in the meantime. If you're low on coin, it's a really good way to get your coin up that way. So because this ultimately gives us an idea of how much these are all going to be going for. So 82s are going for about 33K. Now let's go ahead, we'll jump into the 80 45s. 84s are going for more than 100K, which does seem like that's pretty consistent and has been for like the last week or so. You can see this 85 AP actually sitting here for 111K. Don't let this confuse you, man, because he is more likely going to be going for cheaper. So with the higher overalls, man, you do have to be a little bit more careful because cards have such a larger profit margin from other cards. Like your base 84s are going to be cheaper than some of your better 84 cards, so just keep that in mind, man. You really need to know each card's price, and you can of course do that if you are going through here through newest. You can get an idea. I always use mutt.gg, but let's say we have TJ Hawkinson up for 176K and you're not really sure how much he's going for. One, go over to mutt.gg, or two, you could kind of scroll down and see where TJ Hawkinson's prices are at. You can see right here he's been up for 115K, which might actually be a really good snag. 118K. Okay, so we could tell that that's not the case. Again, that's just a good way to see how much he's going for, but not the best way. 100% go to mutt.gg and check it out, because you can see there are a couple that are up for, you know, 118, 115K. So just keep that in mind, dude. So that's kind of the first thing I look for. Now, the next thing that I've actually been doing very frequently is taking a look at sets, collectors series packs here that are showing up. So, of course, you have your 87 signature fantasy pack, the 84, and I'm not going to like dive into each set. This is basically, I'll just show you kind of one of these sets and what I look for. So, the first thing I'm going to check out is I'm going to see how much these 84s are going for, because we could build up these 82s and then put them into the 84 signature pack if it makes sense. This requires 3 82s and then 179 of the collector series cards, but again, it does depend on the 84s and how much those are going for. So first thing that you could do is you could come over to the auction house. Again, we need 3 of those and 3 82s and 179. Go to the program, go to the collector series here. Now, the 2 cards that you get from that 84 pack is going to be 84 Russell Wilson and 84 DJ Reader. Now, of course, by just looking at this, DJ Reader is going to would be our best bet at about 124k, but I still want to go over to mud.gg just to see how DJ Reader's been selling, which he has been selling for about 120k. Doesn't really look too consistent, but 120k would be the price that we're looking for. Again, I'm not saying this is the best route by any means. Now we know DJ Reader's price point. We're basically going to be getting about 111, 110k from the sell, because of course EA does take that 10% tax. So now we got to see how much it's going to take us to build this set, and that gives us what we need to buy these 82 collector series cards for. And you can see these are going for about 32, 33k, really not filtering. We're just going to do 33k. So I'm going to write that down. We're going to do 111k. Now if we do 33k, just average, let's say 33k times 3 is 99k, and plus you still need the 79 overall, which is probably going to be around like 6k. I would say, not 100% sure on that. You're going to be investing about 105k. So the best way to get profit out of this is to get these specific collector series 82s for super cheap, man. If you can get them at 25k times 3, that's 75k, and then maybe you're spending about 81k in these packs and making a 30k profit. Could be the play. But for me, honestly, like with the collector series, I haven't really found too much luck on it. I will give you guys the pack again that I have been doing to get to this point, but this is just a good way to hopefully break down how I look for packs, how I try to find out which packs make the most sense. You guys can rinse and repeat. Again, I don't want to go through here and sit through all these every single pack, because there are a lot of freaking packs. You could check out the game time packs. The one we're going to be checking out here is the campus hero packs. But that's just something that I hope helped you guys out if you are kind of curious on how to look to see which packs are actually working. So the last thing I have for us today, man, is the Abdul Carter card, man. Now, Abdul Carter, I will say, has been our freaking bread and butter, making coin like crazy, because when I have some time, man, Abdul Carter's always a reliable choice for me, man. So I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna go in and filter out Abdul Carter. I'm on PlayStation right now. Dude, he's been going for 275, actually, sorry, 278 to 280k consistently. He has been set at this point for a very long time. Still's one of the best, if not the best, left edges in the game. Now, you guys got to be careful though, because you don't want to stock up on a bunch of these and then a better left edge comes out, because then you guys are going to be losing coins. So when you build these sets, which I'll show you exactly how to do that, sell them right away just in case. Also, you can see that these cards here that are holographic out of the campus hero sets are more expensive, man. You can see this one's holographic just because of the card art. There's no difference. The card art is different, but that is going for 350k versus the others that are going for the 278 to 280. If you guys can pull a holographic card, that is going to get you even more coin. So what we're going to do is, now we have our price point, okay? Exactly what I showed you guys earlier. We know Abdul Carter's going for about 279k, let's say, which after EA's tax is going for 251,100 coin. So now that we know our price point, we know what we need to put into the set and how much we're going to have to put in to make a profit. So to put it into these Abdul Carter sets, you guys need 3 83 campus hero wild cards and 2 83 just regular wild cards. Of course, these two are going to be a lot cheaper than your campus hero wild card, so keep that in mind. I'll kind of break that down here in a moment and show you guys exactly what I do. If we can average these 5 to 40k per card, we're going to be making like a 51k profit. If we have to average them at 45k, which again could be the case, we're still going to be making about a 30-ish k profit on this card as well. So now that we have those numbers, again, our average card, that means if we get a freaking 83 overall for like 25K, let's say, just throwing that out there, bringing the good luck to that, then I'm more willing to spend a little bit more for that other 83. So I'm just trying to average out 40K out of this set particularly. So the first thing I'm gonna do, man, is I'm gonna go down to these 82 83s again. We need 83 84s. I wouldn't even bother with 84s, because if you get an 84 for that cheap, then just resell them. You're gonna get more profit that way. So these cards are up. I will say that is kind of a bummer, but we're gonna see how fast we could get these for around 45K. I don't really know how fast it's going to take or how quick it's going to be. And again, it does depend on the console that you guys are on, and two, the time that you guys are sniping these cards. So we're going to keep our eyes open for that. But for now, I might even lean heavy towards trying to get some of these 83s at super cheap, because then I won't mind spending 50K on a card. Of course, if I get an 83 for 30K, let's say, and then I buy a Campus Hero card for 50K, that kind of average out to the 40K, right? So that's all I'm looking for. I'm just looking for that average. And then even as I'm going through these, I'm kind of keeping my eyes open for the Campus Heroes as well. I don't want to just sit on the Campus Hero filters all freaking day. So I'm going to filter these out and see what we could get. But honestly, man, that Campus Hero, it might be a little bit difficult to get. So we're going to see how long it takes. If I see an 83, just base 83 for like under 40K, I'm just going to snag those up. If I see a Campus Hero probably for about 45K, I'm gonna snag that up real quick. And also, sorry, right here you can see we have Drake London for under 37. Sorry, my voice has been going. I've been pretty sick the last couple days as well, so if you're like hearing me rasp, that's yeah, my apologies on that, man. But anyway, I also think about the time that you guys are putting in, man, because I don't want you to, again, to sit here and just try to do this to build one set all day. Doesn't make sense at that point. You could just be buying and flipping as well. So yeah, if this does take a little bit longer when you guys are online, then just go back into the kind of the normal buying and selling. Again, if you guys are just chilling, you're not playing head to head, you're not really running your challenges or anything like that. Also, we have Stetson Bennett for 38K. I might snag him up and repost him. And the way I'm looking at is actually the live auctions. So on PlayStation, the cheapest right now is 48K, but after that, he's selling for 59K is the cheapest. So I'm just gonna kind of fish on this one. I'm gonna put him up for 58K and see if we can make some coin in that way as well. So I'm not just looking and honing in on one set. I'm keeping my eyes open for multiple things as well. So again, if these cards are high, that's fine. Then I'm just going to keep sniping through the 82 83s in the meantime, so you're not just sitting here building the set or trying to snipe these Campus Hero cards when they are freaking expensive. So that's a really good way to just look at it. I'm gonna get to flipping. This is exactly what I've been doing, man. We've been trying to get on as much as we can, but haven't had too much time lately. So appreciate you guys that have stuck with me. If you guys learn anything from this, man, be sure to hit the thumbs up, sub to the channel, road to 1K subs. Hopefully I could get back to cranking some of these out, but there's just been a lot of things coming up lately. So again, man, really apologize for that, and appreciate you guys for sticking with me. More live streams to come, but in the meantime, man, I appreciate you guys for stopping by. As always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.